Well, hey there, YouTube. This is Steve Huber here again with Billion Dollar Contractor. We help contractors just like you grow and build exceptional sales teams. Today, I want to talk to you about the concept of being a true professional, and it's something that I see so often, really within salespeople. And it's this idea that because we're talented at talking to people or convincing folks to do things, that we don't need to work and actually become professionals at what we do. And it just doesn't make sense to me. And here's why. If you think about most professionals, doctors, lawyers, maybe teachers, there's always education and ongoing learning that takes place. You don't just become a doctor and then never learn about modern day medicine, right? Like, who would want to go to that doctor? Same with lawyers. Like, can you imagine if your lawyer graduated law school 30 years ago and never picked up a law book again, or wasn't in tune with what was happening, wasn't staying sharp, and wasn't trying to get better at being the best lawyer they could be? They'd probably be out of business. And so often this happens with salespeople. We learn that we're good at sales, we have a natural ability to talk to folks, and then we stop. We stop getting better. We stop trying to perfect our craft and put the time and energy into it. And eventually you'll just get left behind. You fall into these ruts where you just can't keep up with everybody else. Think about it this way. If your competition is working every day to get better and you're not, it's naive of you to think that you can actually beat them. You have to always be refining your craft and working to get better. So here's things I like to do that have helped me throughout the years, really just work at being a professional and getting better over time. Obviously, number one is just continuously be learning. Grab a book, grab a sales book. I have some here on my shelf behind me. I reference them all the time. I pull them out. It's stuff I probably already know, but it's a wonderful reminder of just the basic 101 blocking and tackling of selling. If you're driving around and you're in the car all day, get those audiobooks, put that on your tape. Make that what you listen to as you drive to your appointments. Maybe not all the time, but every day. Do something to get yourself better and just grow, okay? So every day, pick something out that will help you with your continuous learning journey, okay? Number two is build strong communication skills. There are so many of us that have flat spots. Um, you know, whether it's talking on the phone, which was mine at first. So I did a lot of in-home sales and then I transferred to virtual sales. Talking on the phone was tough. And I know that sounds weird. Like, don't we always talk on the phone all the time? Yeah, but we don't sell on the phone. And so you have to work on that. A lot of people will use text communication now. And a lot of you use email and you're not good at it. Spend time working on those things and improving your communication skills bit by bit by bit. Become a professional at those things, not just good or not just okay. Become exceptional at it. Put some real time and effort into building your communication skills. Establishing trust and credibility. If you think about a real true professional, if you go to the doctor, they don't beat around the bush, they don't lie to you about your health, they are honest about it. They have integrity in what they do. And so being a true professional in sales means that we do the right thing. Always. Sometimes we tell customers, I can't help you. You're not a good fit. Um, we're not the right, person for you, or whatever it may be. Sometimes you have to give them hard news that they don't like to hear. And that's okay. That's what real pros do. Again, if you go to a lawyer and he's just nodding his head and saying, yeah, it sounds great, just pay me my money and we'll figure it out later, that's not really a pro lawyer, right? Like, you'll never be an elite lawyer if that's your model of doing things. People are coming to you because they need help. And so help them with that and be a pro at all times as you do it. Professionals always have a customer-centric approach. Again, we're there to help our customers. So work on your customer-centric approach as you go through your pitches. I see this all the time. Salespeople will talk about them and their product and what they can do. In reality, again, a pro, it's all about your customer. So imagine you go to the doctor. Instead of the doctor making it about diagnosing what your problem is and what are you here for, how can I help you, are you feeling this, all the great things that a doctor does. If you walked in the door and the doctor was like, I think you need this new treatment, you need this new pill, You'd say, wait a second, how do I even know this is relevant to me? So always make sure you have a customer centric approach. And then the final thing is work on your time management. Real pros are masters at managing their time and holding to a schedule. If you are no showing customers, if you're late to meetings, if you're not doing the things that you say you're going to do, you're lost. You'll never be a pro at that level. So there's lots of tools that you can use to do this, but I'll just give you my 3 or 4 favorites. Number one is use your calendars. If it is not in your calendar, it's not going to get done, at least in my world. So use your calendars to organize your time. When are you going to call your customer back? Don't make it someday. Make it Thursday at 10 o'clock. From 10 to 15, I'm calling that customer. Okay? Block your activities. That way, every day you're not guessing what needs to be done. You're merely going through your calendar of what needs to be done and what you know has to happen. If you're managing really complex projects like systems overhauls, or in my case, building out new departments for contractors, we use a board called Trello and a tool called Trello. You can also use Microsoft Planner. I just happen to like Trello because it works great with a lot of different teams. But what it can do is help you organize each step in that process so that everybody knows what's happening. Everybody's on the same page with who's doing what, when it's due. The attachments can live somewhere. Great tool to get organized. I would go crazy without it. So get your time management and your data there. And then last thing is just make it something that you dedicate to. So being organized doesn't happen by accident. Nobody wakes up and says, "Oh, today I feel like I'm going to be organized," whereas yesterday I wasn't. You do have to focus on it. You have to make it something that you do every single day. So if you want to be more organized and you want to, again, take my calendar tip for example, you have to actually put it into place. You have to hold yourself accountable that I'm going to get things in my calendar. If you're working off Trello or again Microsoft Planner for a big project, and somebody says, "Hey, let's deal with this over here," you have to have the discipline to say, "That sounds awesome. Let's get it into Trello or into our planner so that everybody knows what's happening." Organization is very intentional. You have to be intentional about it. You have to be disciplined about it, and you have to hold yourself accountable to getting things done. If you can do those things, you will be a pro. You will stand out from the crowd. You will do things that nobody thinks can be done, and you will separate yourself from all of your competition, because a lot of your sales competition out there is amateurs. They're not pros. They're not showing up on time. They're not good at communicating. They have these flat spots and they never work on them. Put yourself in that position to win every single deal by being a true professional, not just some rookie or amateur salesperson out there. Anyways, I hope that was helpful for you. Again, my company, we help contractors build and grow exceptional sales teams. If you'd like to learn more, I'll put a link down in the description for you. And until then, happy selling.